One of the biggest purchases you can make in your adult life is a new mattress. You spend a lot of your life sleeping, so it's obvious why people would want to invest in one that's quality. But the same mindset should be applied to your sheets. Our sponsor, Ball and Branch, offer a wide range of ultra soft organic sheets that are transparently sourced and produced in safe, fair conditions. Not only that, but they're 100% organic, fair trade, certified cotton, and made with toxin-free processes. I actually went on their website and found they sell towels too, and they even categorize them so you know what they're best to use for. For example, it'll say one kind is better for quick drying, while another is more soft for your skin. I thought those were great details since I'm not able to physically touch the product when browsing online. The co-founders of Bowl and Branch came up with their business model while trying to buy their own sheets, but they found that they were way overpriced or that they were made in abusive textile factories abroad. Therefore, they decided to start their own business. It's progressive entrepreneurs, such as the ones at Bowl and Branch, that help make a positive impact while delivering high-quality goods. And the brand has a golden rule: partnering with family-owned businesses that align with the same values and standards. They're pledging to double U.S. assembly jobs this year alone. To experience the best sheets you've ever felt, choose Bowl and Branch. You can try them worry-free for 30 nights with free shipping and returns. And my listeners get an exclusive 15% off your first set of sheets with promo code GETREAL at bowlandbranch.com. That's Bowl and Branch, BOLL, and branch.com. Promo code GETREAL. Hello, everybody. We are back. This is Get Real with your hosts, Ashley and
JUNNY
and Peniel, who couldn't make it today, but I promise he'll be back very soon. Okay, so it's season 2, start of a brand new season, and we have a special guest to kick things off. I'll be introducing her in a little bit. Before that, make sure to follow and review the podcast, as always, on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And if you hate ads, consider becoming a member of the Dive Studios Patreon, where you can access ad-free episodes. Okay, so before we introduce our guest, we have to introduce our brand new host for season 2, JUNNY.
Hey everybody, it's JUNNY. It's my first time here.
No, second time.
Second time here. Well, I was a guest before, but now I have upgraded. No, how do I say? Evolved. I've evolved, promoted into a host, and I'm very excited to be here. Happy to see Ashley and our special guest. And I hope I do well. I mean, BM, miss him.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to fill in the seats.
Yeah. Last week we announced that BM won't be able to join us for season 2 because he's very busy with his solo promotions. So whenever he's done with that, maybe he'll join us. But for now, we have our friend JUNNY in the studio. If you guys watch Dive Studios, you guys probably saw his face a lot. You did a lot of things with Eric, and I've seen all of your reels and stuff pop up on my Explore page.
Yeah,
but
I watched a few. I'm gonna be honest, I watched a few. But
okay, well, how do you feel?
I mean, I feel good. This is like family, and I've seen everyone here for a long time, and I've seen you for a long time now. It's been a while, yeah. But she doesn't think so. But I feel comfortable, and it's Dive Studios. It's always welcome. So
Peniel's not here, but he'll be back soon. We promise. And then we'll have the complete hosts, the whole gang in the studio. All right, that was enough introduction for season 2. We have our guest joining us for the first ever episode. We have Carson.
Wow.
Welcome.
She's looking beautiful in orange.
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Carson Allen. I'm from the US, but I work here in Korea as an actress.
Woo! Actress.
Is it the first time having an actress here?
On Get
We
Real?
had
On
like
Get Real?
model / actress
Actresses,
Leah. We
yeah.
had
Oh, yeah,
Leah
Leah.
on the show
Leah's an
before,
actress,
so
yeah.
she's an actress. You guys know each other, right?
We went to middle and high school together.
Whoa.
In Korea.
In Korea, yeah. So at the American middle school, high school.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So me and Leah, we go way back.
Oh,
Wait, so you
wow.
went to middle school and high school in Korea?
Yeah, at an
Oh.
international American school.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how long has it been since you've been here? For a long time?
Oh God, like 15 years.
Wow. She's probably better Korean
Than you.
than me.
And me.
And you. Yeah.
I'm like the foreigner, like Sunbae, you know, like
Oh.
everybody.
Can we get a little bit of Korean later?
Oh.
If we,
Sure.
yeah. Super curious. Yeah.
인사
Okay.
자기소개.
Oh, right
자기소개?
now?
Yeah.
안녕하세요. 저는 미국에서 온 배우 카슨입니다. 잘 부탁드립니다.
Wow.
Perfect pronunciation. Perfect.
Yeah.
That
that's
was so
awesome.
natural.
Yeah.
Now your
Sweet.
turn.
What? 안녕하세요. 저는 준이라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
Wow. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever heard you speak Korean. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I try not to because I'm always shy. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, Carson, have you ever listened to Get Real?
I have. I watched the episodes Leo were in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, from season 1.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
We've been talking a lot about changes today because it's the start of a brand new season
Yeah.
2, new
Mhm.
hosts, big changes. So we're actually going to talk about change today. And for the new season, we kind of changed up the format as well. So it might be a little unfamiliar at first, but I think we'll all get used to it. So we have listeners who anonymously sent in their thoughts, confessions, or stories regarding change, and we'll be reading them and discussing them. If you guys would like to submit your own stories or experiences, make sure to follow at The Dive Studios on IG and Twitter to know the upcoming themes and submit through the Dive Studios Discord.
So here's submission 1 from our listeners, and I'll read them out loud right now. It says, here's my observation on change. I don't know why, but people fear change a lot. Maybe it's because we never know it's for better or worse. But I personally think change is always for the better. Most people feel offended when others tell them, you've changed. But for me, it's a compliment. I can agree with that. Change is something that not everyone is capable of doing. We're always so attached to our past selves and habits, and it makes it hard for us to conform. If you think you've changed or you hear people telling you you've changed, congratulations, you've done something beyond your capability, and that is something you should be proud of. So own it. Wear that change like a crown. However, changes can be tricky. You think you changed, but in reality, you ran away from yourself and all of the things that gave you a hard time. So the only way to differentiate is that you always be true to yourself and keep your happiness your priority. When you run away, you feel the rush and you might make mistakes and you might mistake it for happiness, but that rush will be momentary and you'll realize that your gold's just plastic as soon as you start missing yourself.
Wow, how poetic.
Who wrote this?
This person should write a blog. This is wonderful.
This is amazing. I love this part. You'll realize that your gold's just plastic as soon as you start
Ooh.
missing yourself.
Wow.
What do you guys think about that? You guys ever been through changes in your life?
I think changes always excite me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like staying, stagnant at one thing, one place for too long. So I think I always get excited when there's a change coming my way.
Yeah, there's always good changes, maybe some bad changes, but it could turn into a good change in the end. What about
You
you?
could grow through it.
Yeah, I actually love change. I'm one of those people that just randomly, if I'm feeling a certain way, I'll just go home and rearrange my entire house. Like I need that feeling that something is different or that I can start to, I don't know, when you get so doing the same thing all the time, I feel like you get this weird filter and you can't really do anything new.
Right.
So I have to kind of start that change by moving things around. I don't know, changing up my style, cut my hair, do something to feel different.
Yeah.
How often do you rearrange your house?
Probably at least once a year, but if it was a tough year, maybe twice.
Oh,
Ooh.
because you feel better being in a new environment.
Yeah,
How do you
moving
feel?
my bed somewhere else and sleeping in a different position.
You do that all alone by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm very interior handy.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I'm terrible at interior
Me
decorating.
too.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, I'm
It's
a
one of my
terrible person.
hobbies.
I mean, like, I would try to rearrange my. I've been telling myself for like 6 months now because it's been a little over a year. No, it's been a year and 6 months since I started living on my own, living by myself. So I'm kind of, getting sick of the same thing. So I wanted to move things around. And I've been telling myself, okay, I'm going to rearrange my room. But I've only been having the thought for 6 months because I'm scared to lift all the heavy stuff and like move it. I don't think I could do it. I think I'm going to hurt myself.
I have like one of those 90s movie moment where I turn on the music and I wear my jean overalls and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like living my best life, just like moving things around.
Singing
That's
like,
cute.
with like a fake microphone.
Yeah, with a broomstick. And I'm just like,
I can totally like imagine that.
High teen movie.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can agree with you with the hair thing. I do change my hair a lot because that's like one of the easiest things I can change.
Does it like have to do with the weather as well? If it gets really hot, you want to like just cut it shorter.
I mean, a little bit.
A little
Kinda.
but not really for me.
You just like to maintain it short, or do you have it?
Oh, this is my first time actually cutting it short. Do you usually, have you always had short hair?
I've had short hair since like 2018, but then I kind of grew it long and then I chopped it off again. Yeah. Have you ever had an acne breakout come at the worst possible time? I know I have. When I started doing more work in front of the camera, it wasn't like I could just delay my breakouts for later. I would have to deal with everyone seeing my skin up close, even with makeup on my face. But that's just life for me. We've all had struggles with our skin, and that's why we are excited to partner with Apostrophe, the sponsor of this episode. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. Apostrophe connects you with a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. Simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history. Then snap a few selfies and your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats acne, and they can also help you hit your other skincare goals like reducing redness, wrinkles, and even dark spots. For example, some of my own personal skincare goals are to minimize age lines and keep my oil levels in check even during summer when it's already pretty humid. We have a special deal for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with a board-certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com/getreal when you use our code GETREAL. This code is only available to our listeners. And to get started, just go to apostrophe.com/getreal and click Begin Visit, then use our code GETREAL at sign up and you'll get $15 off your dermatology visit. That's apostrophe.com/getreal and use that code GETREAL to get your dermatology visit and save $15. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah, there's that like thing where when you break up with your boyfriend, you get bangs and people tell you don't do it. And then you're like, I just want to do it.
Wow.
And then you regret it. Yeah.
I mean, I had friends who, guys do it too. If they go through a breakup, they shave their hair.
What?
Yeah.
Shave?
I mean, not every dude, but like, I had a few friends that just went, you know what? I'm going to start a new life and just, and I've like participated in it too. It's like, can I try it? And,
going bald? Have you ever tried it?
No, I can't go that short. I've got it really short before, but now that after coming to Korea and like growing out my hair, like this is like the longest it's been my whole life. So
it like becomes your identity.
Yeah, I like it now. I like it long. I get why people grow it out, but I miss the sporty cuts, like the fades and all that.
Oh my gosh.
But
when I was younger, I did do that. Like in high school, junior high school, after I broke up with my boyfriend, go straight to the hair salon, cut it, do something different, like get a magic straight or get a perm. And everyone would be like,
there was like a high school trend. Girls used to shave their sides.
Oh yeah.
When I went to high school, it was like that for me. But anyways, so change. I mean, we've probably went through the same change before because considering we are all from another country. And Ashley, you're from New York. And you're from Portland, Oregon, and I'm from Vancouver. So coming to Korea must have been like probably the biggest change that you've probably felt in your life, right? Or no? Was there something much more drastic for you?
Actually, it's really strange. But so I grew up in Japan. And then when we moved to the States for like a year and a half, it was the weirdest change for me. Because when I grew up in Japan, of course, before that, when I was like really young, I was in the States, but I don't have any memories. So all of my childhood memories are in Japan. So when I moved to the States briefly, it was like so weird. And like I couldn't handle the change. Like as a kid, I think also like change is so confusing. And so actually then when I found out I was coming to Korea, I was actually really excited for the change because I knew, I don't know, that it might be similar to what I experienced living in Japan. And I was just excited for that change.
How old were you when you went to Japan?
Oh my God, it's so confusing all the years. So I was in Japan for like 5 or 6 years. And then I was in the US for a year and a half, like 2 years. And then I came to Korea in 2007. So 2007 minus 2 and then minus 5. What if you guys do the math?
Yeah,
You're good at math, right?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
But when I moved to Korea, that change in particular was, I think, one of the best changes for me.
That's good to hear. I mean, sometimes a certain country or a certain culture might not be what you expected, or you just might not be able to get used to it. It was like that for me at first when I came to Korea. It wasn't easy, like just getting used to everything and how, especially the commute. Like I'd take trains, obviously subways and stuff like that. And being Canadian, like I don't know what's up with Canadians, but they have this tendency to be really polite and like open the door.
Really, I've never heard of that before.
No, but like I'm so used to opening the door and just opening the door for someone else that's behind me. But in Korea, it's like I open the door and then like 20 people just walk by. And I don't know when to let go. I'm just like
not even saying thank you.
Yeah, so it's like that kind of thing. It's like minor, but those things add up, and you're just kind of like, oh, I miss home. But now I'm kind of used to it. Now I just walk through, someone opens for me. I'm just joking. But what about you, Ashley?
Yeah, I would definitely have to say coming back to Korea after living in the States till I was like 20, and then becoming independent, living on my own. When I first moved to the States, because I was 9, I don't remember much, but I just remember, I did have a hard time, but I was never like, oh, like, why am I here? Why am I living in America? But yeah. Oh, I think also when my parents got divorced, that was like a really hard change to get used to, because now you have to like tell the same thing to 2 people separately.
Right.
And now you kind of have to be the messenger between the 2. So you're kind of like in the middle, like not knowing what to do, especially like when you're at a young age, right? So I think, when I was younger, that was like one of the hardest changes.
I think that's in like my stubborn personality. Like if I choose the change, then I love it. But if like someone else is like forcing that change on me when I don't feel like it was necessary, then I do think I resent it. When I graduated high school here, my parents really wanted me to go to university or college in the States. And so they basically like forced me to go to the States. And that was a change that I definitely wasn't up for. And so I think that's why I resented it. And then I just ended up doing what I wanted, which was coming back here.
I have a question. Are you more comfortable with Korean or English?
Like conversation and like hanging out with friends and stuff, it's more fun, I think, like in Korean. But then I do get like nervous if somebody asks me something serious. I definitely get like nervous if I'm like saying something right, if it's like a serious topic on like, I don't know, like gender or like, you know, something that's like a serious topic, I like freeze in Korean. Whereas English, I feel like I would never make a mistake or say the wrong thing that could be interpreted wrong.
Right.
So I do, but I mean, same.
Do you guys ever get the question, do you think like when you dream, do you dream in English or Korean? Do you guys ever get that question?
Yeah, I got that question. I think I dream in both.
Yeah, I do. It depends on who's in my dream. Like
right. Yeah.
So whoever's in my
true.
dream, that's I would never have like my Korean friends speak English in my dream.
That'd be weird.
All of a sudden, I think I would wake up just out of confusion.
Right. All right. So it says, do you think you've changed for the better or worse?
I think generally, I think I've changed for the better, because when I was younger, I cared so much about what other people thought. Like, I cared what other people thought so much to the point when someone called me, and this was in junior high school, and my ringtone was the ice cream truck. I don't know if you know, but in New York we have the ice cream trucks, right, that make those noise. But I was at an after school with all these students, and there was a girl who I kind of wanted to be like. She was pretty, she was rich, so she had all the cool outfits and shoes. And I don't know why this phone was ringing, and it was clearly coming from my bag. And I guess I was ashamed of that ringtone, so I was acting like I couldn't hear it. And they were all like, "Ashley, your phone's ringing." I'm like, "Huh? That's not my phone.
Oh no,
that's not my phone, huh?" And then they were like, "It's ringing from your bag." I'm like, "No, that's not me." And like I
just made it
denied
worse.
it till the end. And they probably thought like, "What the hell? Why is she lying about this?" And they probably thought I was so pathetic. But I was that insecure to that point. And even when people ask me like, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" I'll be like, "No."
Whoa. That's
But now I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like,
So you were easily influenced by pressure and like peers, but now you're an influencer yourself. You've become someone that influences other people.
I don't know. I don't like know.
She's like, what? Since when?
I mean, I'm more confident with myself, I guess. And even if I do something that many other people would be like, "Oh, that's ew, like what is that?" I'd be like, "Hey, screw you. This is what I like."
Yes, you.
Whereas before I would have been like, "Oh my God, is this what?" Like, okay. And I would go home and cry.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I've changed for the better.
So much better.
It's very important.
What about you?
I think recently I've changed. I used to be kind of like a perfectionist. I mean, I still have those like tendencies, but I'm learning to let things just go, and whether or not I thought it was perfect or not, it's fine. I used to be really like obsessed with like my age, like and success. So like every day I'm like, oh my God, I'm another day older, and I'm another day behind what I want. I guess my schedule of where I want to be, kind of. And so I used to get really like obsessed with like success and how well I'm doing and all these things. And now, honestly, I could care less. Like if things go well or not. I don't know why I thought there was like this time bomb on me. And like if I don't succeed by like this certain age, that there was no way of succeeding, like having succession. But now I'm like, well, maybe I'll, succeed in something in my 30s and my 40s, and who cares?
Yeah. It's more of a Korean thing to really care about age. Don't you think? Like, it's probably like, it's like that in the States or in Canada, but like in Korea, they really care about how old you are and like how much, like where you're at, a status. If you're this old, you should be here. And it's just kind of like everyone has their own pace. And yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I mean, there is kind of off topic, but there's an actress named Kim Tae-ri.
Kim
Right?
Tae-ri.
Yeah.
You know who she is, right?
Oh yeah,
The one from Mr. Sunshine.
Yeah, and she's been in. I've seen an interview about her, and she says that she's actually glad that she's blossomed at a late age, like considered late, but at a late age, because now she's actually herself. Like she can choose these movies where she wants to be and be prepared as herself, not someone that they want her to be. So the fact that she's grown and she's matured and she knows who she is, and she's like on point of who she is as an actress, that whatever role she takes, she really like shows her 100%. And she mentioned that it's not about the age and it's not about how early or how late. It's just whether you're ready to be out there and give your 100% best shot. And that's like, I was like, oh, that's such a like 너무 멋있어, like 진짜 너무 멋있다. And I want to be like that. I want to be like that, someone that has a mentality that can just, think like that. And yeah, it's just off topic, but I kind of thought about that for a second. And yeah, I think we're all changed for the better, right? I mean, I'm here. I'm doing this, so I got all I need. So yeah, should we move on? Very, very embarrassing to talk about me, but hey, it's JUNNY, and it's time to shout out our sponsor, Honey. Honey is a free browser extension that will automatically search the internet for promo codes and apply the best one to your cart while you're shopping online. They work with over 30,000 online stores with a wide range such as stuff in fashion, makeup, food, and tech. You don't even have to change how you shop. You just do your thing, put items in your cart, and when you're at the checkout, Honey will immediately add any coupon it finds to make that total price drop. I'm always updating my own equipment, especially for making music, and it gets even more pricey if I have to replace stuff altogether. Yeah, so whether I need an update on something I already have or something new to take my game to the next level, it's good to know Honey's there for me and help that cash drop just a little less painful. And Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on these free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/getreal. That's joinhoney.com/getreal.
No, I was gonna ask if someone ever accused you guys of changing for the worse. Like,
Oh my God, yes.
you've changed in
in relationships. I feel like I've heard that. Definitely like with my previous relationship, which was pretty long, like 4 years. Whenever we would get into arguments, he would always bring up like, oh, I miss the old Carson. I miss the old you. And he would always say that. And I'm like, but that was like 3 years ago. That was 4 years ago. I'm not the same person anymore. Like, if you miss her, I'm sorry. Should we have a funeral? Like to fully send her off? Like, what do we need to do to like? I don't know, but it would bug me so much that he always brought that up. And because like when we were first dating, I wasn't really pursuing this like career in entertainment, and I think that's kind of what he was referring to. And it really bugged me that he would say that.
I mean, I've gotten that from my family and friends, but they're all different. My family said I changed for the better, and you look like you're actually like really achieving your dream, and you're becoming this person that you really wanted to be, and that made me feel really proud. But then my friends back at home, they'd be like, "Hey man, you changed. Like, where's the old you? Like, you're all like doing music and like you know." Getting makeup on and having hair on, like styled and stuff like that. It's just like, hey man, this is what I gotta do. Like, you gotta, like, I gotta accept it. And
gotta put on the uniform.
Yeah, and this is work, right? And they have their own jobs. But then, I think the people that respect that and encourage you to change for the better is the people that will stick around the longest in your life. And it's always good to have positive people around you. So, if you have any friends that kind of put you down for changing, I don't think it's a good relationship,
when do you know if a person's changing for the worse, and when do you step in to be like, hey, I know you're my best friend, but something you're doing is like you're changing in a bad way? Or do you not even say that?
If I really care for the person, like I love this person to death and I want them to be happy, I would tell them straight up. But then my like limit is if I kind of, it's a judgmental thing. It's like a subjective thing. But if I look at this person's life and this person's being affected in such a negative way, like let's say if you want to get really serious, like maybe they're drinking too much, or maybe they're going out too much, or kind of not being focused on their career or something like that, you kind of want to tell them like, hey, like you're amazing at this craft, you're amazing at this job. You should keep doing it and stop like resorting to other things and trying to make yourself feel better by consuming alcohol, like something like that. So I would, like, if it's something serious that way, I would tell them straight up. If it's something that is necessary to actually like experience, like, a phase. Someone needs to go to a phase to become better. So don't you think? So like, if it's something like that, then I just kind of I try not to like be too concerned and let them be.
Yeah, I would agree. I think like everybody has that like Mario moment where you've got to beat the Bowser to like move to the next island, like you don't change unless you've overcome something. But for me, I don't really like to intervene. Like you said, like I would have to be really close with this person to give my opinion straight up. If I'm not that close, I think I just tend to like back off a little bit and like distance from them a little bit. I don't know. I'm just not the person to really, I guess, say my opinion on somebody else's life unless it endangered them, in like a really serious way. That's hard. I don't know. I don't like to be like, hey, let's talk. I don't know.
Yeah. And you could be considered like a boomer. Yeah. All right, so we're about midway through the podcast, so let's take a quick breather. Today we're having a little taste test. Are we really actually like trying something? Okay, well, what better way to embrace new change into our lives than a quick snack break to try something new?
I didn't get a snack last time I was here.
It's our first time too.
Yeah, our producers have grabbed something like very random from the convenience store. This is from the convenience store. Wow. Okay. And hopefully keep our energy going.
It's a jelly.
Are those the ones that pop?
Oh, yeah, I think so. It's just tok. It's like
okay.
pop.
I've seen these on social media.
Really?
But I've never tried it.
Okay, open it.
It's great
You have to pop it with your teeth. And that kind of like, I'm one of those people that are like, have a phobia of like weird, like, I can't bite ice cream.
Why? Because of your teeth?
I'm just like, the idea of like something, I don't know, popping in my mouth is like scary. Oh my God, it's a little teddy bear.
I know.
Wait, what? Mine looks weird. I don't want that one. I want a cute teddy bear
like
too.
a worm, like a...
We all have little teddy bears. It's very liquidy though. It doesn't seem like a
the
jelly.
smell though.
Ooh. So guys, it smells like, so it's a little teddy bear and then it's filled with grape
Fanta.
Jello. Oh, grape Fanta Jello, I think.
The name is 한입 bear, like one bite bear.
One bite bear. Who wants to try it first?
You gotta do this side. You gotta pop this side.
I think, no, it's this one. On the top.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, it's on the bottom.
Really?
Right here. Yeah, instructions on the butthole.
Do you see the...
Literally.
Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to make a mess.
Oh my God, it says bite the side of the bear.
What?
See, that's what I'm saying on social media is people like do this thing where they put it in their mouth, but it's usually the world one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it's like a little globe and they put it in their mouth and then they like pop it.
Have you tried the ice cream one that pops? It's
yeah.
like the balloon. Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Okay, I opened it.
Oh, did you? How is it when you?
I didn't try it.
How do
I'm
you
gonna
do
try
that?
it.
Oh,
You just twist it off.
Oh, okay. Not so bad.
Oh, this is
It's very liquidy, but you have to squeeze it in your mouth so it kind of becomes like a jelly in the process. Just tastes like
I just.
okay, if you guys
But
can
like,
see
why
this,
did we have? Why do we have to suck it out of?
Why here? It could have been on the side.
I know, it's so weird. It's literally grape
Suck
juice
on
in a bear.
Thank you so much.
The fact that this like a Korean, just like Korean brand.
I think so.
The fact, oh yeah, maybe that. I feel like sometimes Korea can be so naive in not thinking something is like oddly sexual. Because like it's literally his little thing.
Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Guys, it's weird. Have you tasted it yet, Carson?
Keep laughing so I can't.
Not gonna lie, it's not bad. It's just grape juice.
Will you be getting this again?
No.
Like a
I'm
like a
wasting
straight
my
no.
money on this.
Yeah. How much was this? Oh, so it's like
Wow.
two
But
bucks?
you got 4 of them in there, right?
Yeah. So it's like $2.50 for 4
Interesting.
packs.
I mean, babies would like this, but
It might be better if you had it like super cold in your fridge.
Oh,
it
that's a good
actually
idea.
says freeze it.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, I can imagine. I was expecting like something that you can chew on.
Mm.
This is good too.
It's very sweet though.
Yeah, tastes very artificial.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
It reminds me of like Halloween. That was fun. Thank you. Hope that was entertaining for you guys. Us eating Jello off of bears something.
One of the biggest purchases you can make in your adult life is a new mattress. You spend a lot of your life sleeping, so it's obvious why people would want to invest in one that's quality. But the same mindset should be applied to your sheets. Our sponsor, Ball and Branch, offer a wide range of ultra soft organic sheets that are transparently sourced and produced in safe, fair conditions. Not only that, but they're 100% organic, fair trade, certified cotton, and made with toxin-free processes. I actually went on their website and found they sell towels too, and they even categorize them so you know what they're best to use for. For example, it'll say one kind is better for quick drying, while another is more soft for your skin. I thought those were great details since I'm not able to physically touch the product when browsing online. The co-founders of Bowl and Branch came up with their business model while trying to buy their own sheets, but they found that they were way overpriced or that they were made in abusive textile factories abroad. Therefore, they decided to start their own business. It's progressive entrepreneurs such as the ones at Bowl and Branch that help make a positive impact while delivering high-quality goods. And the brand has a golden rule: partnering with family-owned businesses that align with the same values and standards. They're pledging to double U.S. assembly jobs this year alone. To experience the best sheets you've ever felt, choose Bowl and Branch. You can try them worry-free for 30 nights with free shipping and returns. And my listeners get an exclusive 15% off your first set of sheets with promo code GETREAL at bowlandbranch.com. That's Bowl and Branch, BOLL, and branch.com. Promo code GETREAL.
Submission 2. We're moving on, right?
Yes. Hi, I'm from a small town in Norway. I moved to this small town at a very young age and wasn't very welcomed by others my age, but I still made friends and connections. While growing up, I always felt like I didn't properly fit in, like I was a random person that everyone didn't want to talk to. I've managed to ignore and live with it until my last few years at school. Everyone started to ignore me even more than before and talk behind my back, which ended up with me barely at school. I knew I needed a new start, a change, so I applied for high schools far away from where I grew up. I went to a high school hours away with a new start and new changes in my life. But ever since I came back to this small town, I haven't noticed any change here at all. People are still how they were back then, not very welcoming to new or anybody that isn't quote unquote normal, talking behind others' backs a lot, rumors spreading really fast, etc. I'm still noticing how people treated me back when I went to this school, but I've learned to ignore it and live my life. I've learned to change for the better than not to change at all. And I'm a much happier person now than when I used to live here. I'm still changing, but I have great friends around me who are always there supporting me. Oh, that ended on a very good note.
I'm glad.
Wow, I need to know where this neighborhood is. I'd never want to visit.
Yeah.
It sounds so toxic.
X.
Yeah, I mean, this neighborhood, I've heard stories about like a group of friends who are like this, or a certain person was part of a group, and this group would always talk back about other people and just negative people, right? And then once this person moved on and they found a new group of friends, and then they came back one time and just hung out like once, they felt so out of place. Like, wow, they're still doing this. They're still talking, and it just makes you feel like, I'm so glad that I've evolved.
I mean, they're from a small town, and I think that happens in small towns a lot.
Yeah, it's like a small town syndrome.
Everybody knows each other's business. Everyone's all up in your business.
Yeah, it's not a good thing actually to have a lot of, I mean, to be in like a small place where everyone knows everything. Like you need some sort of privacy sometimes and just know to respect.
But also I think you can't change if you, like we said, like you're doing like the same thing. And a lot of times in these like small towns, they're doing the same thing all the time. And that's why you feel like when you go back, if you left and then came back, that everybody's like exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I go visit New York sometimes.
Yeah.
Like everyone's the same. But props to this person for, pursuing like new changes and going after changes and making it happen for themselves instead of just waiting around.
I still keep in contact with my friends. A few of my friends, but not like everyone. Yeah.
Oh, like from high school specifically. People I met in my high school.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No, I didn't really have that many friends in school. All my friends are outside of school, like church or like dance schools or like academies. I don't really have friends going to school. I was a very lonely student.
Have you like went on Instagram and like just out of curiosity how this person's doing?
They're all just married and have kids. Yeah, we all got old.
There was a guy in high school who was like, he was like the head, like top famous popular kid in high school. And he became this super innocent, like holy Christian boy, man. And he got married and has children now. And like just the image of him during a high school party and the image of him now on Instagram, it's like, what happened? But it's kind of cool to see people change. And I bet other people think about us the same way. You know what I mean? Like other people may go on Instagram like, oh, remember Ashley? Ashley's like, you know, whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah. Or like, oh, you want to check out Carson and what she's doing? She's like, oh my goodness. You know, it's kind of like that thing. So
I deleted my Facebook like a year ago. And then my Instagram, I didn't really do Instagram in high school. So it's kind of like, I would have to like really search for I would have to like get out a yearbook to like remember people's like full names because I usually just remember their first name.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I've never really gone searching for high school friends.
You should try it. It's fun. I'm weird, but no, it's like a fun thing to do. Like when you're really bored and you're just wondering what they're doing, and it can give you a little like good motivation as well. Like wow, this person like achieved this. Oh, I should do that too. Something like that.
Yeah.
I did recently run into somebody from high school on a commercial shoot for, I think it was like LG or some cell phone or something.
Wow.
And she came up to me and she was like, Carson? And I was like, I have no idea who you are.
Oh no.
But that was because she's a completely different person. Like I don't think it helped that when I went to high school, the whole like goth and scene thing was so like popular.
Oh wow.
I was like, I do not recognize you because in high school she had like panda eyes, you know, like the complete like black everywhere. And she was like kind of scary. And you know, she was one of the bad kids that were, you know, like doing and I was like not one of the bad kids. I was the opposite. So that was really weird. Like being like, oh my God, you look so different.
I know.
I've seen a lot of kids who are like bookworms and just study all the time, and then they become like this macho, like party,
It's
like
all
you know,
those years of containment,
fanatic.
you know,
Yeah,
suppressing.
No, this is real. Like suppression is real. Like there's late bloomers, I call them. Like kids who in high school who don't get to experience the little fun parts of high school. They get to college or they become an adult and they feel it. They feel the urge like later on. And I don't know if that's a good thing, but you know, like that's how people change, I feel like.
That's why in Korean there's that phrase 늦바람이 무섭다고.
That exactly, 늦바람, yeah.
The late bloomers are can be dangerous.
Yeah, late bloomers. That's why. Yeah, 늦바람.
Hi, team Get Real. Advice needed. I'm in a job that I hate, LOL. I have days where I can't face going and I feel like my mental health is suffering. But my issue is that I'm scared to apply for anything else as one, my confidence is low, and like rock bottom. Oh no. And two, I'm scared to try new things. I guess even though I hate my job, I'm comfortable. I know the people and I know the job. Recently, some of my work family have decided to leave and go on to new things. And even though I am thrilled for them, I can't help but feel like a complete loser and chicken for not doing something different. I want to push myself, but I'm scared. How can I overcome this? Job change can be scary. Because I feel like that's a financial change.
Yeah.
And that's one of those changes that like is scary. Like, what if you can't support yourself, you know, doing this change?
To be really straight to the point, you have to, like if this person says, I feel like a complete loser and a chicken for not going for something different. But if you feel that way and you know that's wrong, then it should motivate you to just step out of your box and just go for it. I mean, if you know, like it's kind of like that thing where like, you're complaining about something, but at the same time, you want change and you're complaining and you want change and complaining. You're not going to get anywhere if you keep doing that. It's like a full ongoing loop. You have to step out. You gotta make change. You gotta be. I don't know how. I mean, if this person's really scared of change, like there must be a way. There must be a way to change. Any experiences you guys had, like certain times of your life where you were scared to change, but then you somehow got the encouragement to?
Like work wise?
Anything.
Work wise, I did recently do this thing where I told myself and everybody that I work with, like agent wise, that I'm only doing like acting work from now on. Whereas in the past, I did do a lot of like commercial work, but not like big commercial, like usually like very low budget commercial or English, education stuff. But I was like, I really just want to focus on what I really want my career to be about, which is acting. But that means that I'm cutting my income in like more than half, because that's where I used to make all my money, is doing all these, other things. But every time I would get on set to do these like low budget commercials and things, I always felt like they were like using me, and like the contracts were always really sketchy, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I kind of made that big jump to say goodbye to the money and just focus on what I actually want to do and what makes me happy, which is acting. But
awesome.
I can't say it's been easy because losing that financial like security is kind of scary.
But do you think you're happier and you feel freer?
I'm definitely happier.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
I mean, if you stay happy, that's what's important. So.
Yeah. I mean, if I were in this person's position, if it was me, because I'm just kind of like a very spontaneous person, if I were to feel too comfortable, I think too comfortable is also a bad thing, because you don't grow. Like, you're not trying to grow or anything. You're just staying the same, right? So, and I'm, like I said before, I go after new changes. So obviously I would quit. Like, even if that means I'm going to be financially kind of unstable for a little while, I would rather deal with that than having to deal with the stress of going to this work that I hate so much.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that it's not for me. So yeah, I would quit, because when I first started radio also, there was another writer who I was so stressed working with. Everyone disliked her. Her way of working was just, it didn't make sense. And so literally I was so stressed to the point where I was like, my heart was beating and I was like shaking because I didn't want to deal with it, right? But I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't quit or anything. But then I decided to tell my producer that like it's really stressful working with her. And then he fired her and got her new writer. And I was like so much happier. Like, I enjoyed going to work. But before that, I dreaded going to work. But because I took the initiative to just, tell him how I feel, and he kind of understood too, thankfully. So he replaced it. But yeah, don't do that to yourself. I think you should get out of it if you hate it that much.
Yeah, I also want to put like an input. Before I used to write K-pop songs, I used to be totally into R&B and hip hop, and that was my life. So even before, when I was in Canada, I used to make R&B and hip hop music. And to be honest, the first time going to a song camp to write a K-pop song was very scary for me. And it was something that I wasn't comfortable with. And I was scared that I won't be as good as these people who've been to these crazy, great, amazing universities, and they have this whole knowledge of music all in their head. And for me, I'm just a top liner. I just do these melodies. But I made up my mind, and I've got the courage to participate. And what I realized was all these people, they respect and enjoy people like me more. So it's like, you have to think of it that way as well. I mean, like, if you're scared to go out because you feel like you're a certain way, there's going to be people that like you for who you are, right? And who appreciate how you are, and that will become a perk for you. Just you in general is a perk. And to step out of it is like, that's the best way you'll find out. And me doing that, after that, I got the confidence to write more. And then that's how I now became who I am now. So like, at the end, it's always about just kind of
taking that first
step.
That first step is always the hardest.
Yeah. Okay, I'm talking about this video again, but yeah. Yeah, so there's a Will Smith video. He talks about skydiving.
Love Will Smith.
And how he was so scared and how his friends were all like saying that it's going to be exciting, but he couldn't sleep before. He couldn't eat in the morning of the day he was going to jump off a plane. And as soon as he took that first step, he realized, why did I waste all this energy on being scared when this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever experienced in my life? So that's what he said. Will Smith. I mean, it's Will Smith, guys. Just do it. Just do it.
No one says it better than Will Smith.
Yeah. But yeah, check out that video. Maybe that'll help you out. It says, congrats, Junny, on his first episode. Congrats, Junny, on your first episode.
Congrats!
Thanks, Junny.
You
Thanks,
did
guys.
a great job.
And thank you so much, Carson,
Thank you for
joining
having me
us
on
today.
your first episode of the season.
Can we get a little bit of Korean?
Again?
A little bit more. I just want to hear.
What do I say?
Like, thank you for, yeah.
다이브 스튜디오 신청자 여러분, 지금까지 너무 재밌게 봐주셔서 너무 감사하고요. 다음 에피소드에서도 꼭 봬요.
Do you have anything that's upcoming that you want to tell our listeners about?
No, I mean, with the pandemic and everything, I'm just trying to stay safe. I'm not trying to go out of my way to do anything outside of my house unless it's, work related. And as of right now, nothing big. So.
Yeah.
Yes. I was.
It's like a manager.
Thank you. I was recently a part of a Netflix original series, and so that's always available on Netflix.
What is it called?
In English, it's called So Not Worth It. It's about a bunch of international students going to university in Korea. So definitely check it out. It's a lot of laughs.
Nice. Awesome.
All
right. So, guys, thank you for being on the show.
Well, how was your first episode to actually be
Oh, yeah.
Your sogam. Give me your sogam.
Give me a feedback.
Well, you talk a lot, which I like.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, am I talking too much?
No, I like it.
Okay,
You
good.
did very good. You did way better than I did during my first
come on.
episode. Yeah.
Is this the part where we like all compliment each other? And like, okay.
No.
But yeah, it's always comfortable. We have an amazing guest. We have an amazing host and amazing staff.
Yeah. And I
So,
really like
yeah,
this
an
set.
amazing
It's
studio. This
so
setup is
much
amazing.
cozier.
That's
Yeah.
the
So
mood.
thanks, guys.
Thank you so
It's
much, all your hard
amazing.
work. Yeah, guys, I know you miss BM, but I'm here. I hope
And
that's a good
that's
thing.
the best change.
And don't worry, Peniel's not going anywhere. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be hanging out with us once again, and hope you come back as well.
Yeah,
for another
anytime,
episode.
you guys.
And if you wish to watch the video version of this episode for free, it's on youtube.com/divepods. And once again, follow and review this podcast. It's on Spotify. Is it on Apple Music as well?
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcasts. And it's on YouTube. It's on the podcast app.
first time doing the
What else is there? Guys, tell me.
It's on the script.
It's on the script. Oh,
Yeah.
it says, host, thank everyone for listening and say goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See you next week.
See you next week. All right, let's go. Ah! Hey,
Did you guys like the video?
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.
And press the notification bell so you never miss another.